Good evening, lads. Good evening, boys. Dudes. And whatever else exists in the universe. I know it's later than usual, but I thought, let's play Mujigs for an hour. You know, really start my day off wishing I was at work rather than playing this balls. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. So we'll have a few games of a few decks. Turn 1 Esper Sentinel, literally guaranteed every single time, but nobody thinks that's odd, except me. Nobody thinks that's odd, boys. But someone's going to tell me the shuffler's fine. 100 to 1 chance that this guy is on turn 1 every time. But somehow, every time. Boys, I don't know much about everything in the world except everything, because I am an absolute Jimmy Genius. But this game is faker than Ali Warfield's tits. Or Rachel Weeks' brains. Absolute pubation, boys. Alright, so we got enough lands to play multiple lands. What does this do? I don't know. I'm not reading it. Easy quacks. Easy quacks, boys. We're gonna crackety matter again. Right, boys. Money well spent from a classic Virgins. That's what I want to see when I play a game of Magic the Virgining, boys. So, what does this guy do? At the beginning of your end step, choose an opponent. At the beginning of that player's next end step, you draw a card if they didn't attack you. Otherwise, create 3 lads. 3 lads? Are you shrooming with them lads, boys? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 lands. I'm not going to use this on that thing. We're just going to play this. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. I'm glad everybody is on the same 8s. Otherwise, we would all be coming down with a dose of 8s. And nobody wants that. Or do they, boys? I fucking have 8s. Well, I guess I'll figure this game out one of these days. So I can Grim Tutor for a sweeper. Maybe. Grim Tutor is 3. Sweepers are 5. That's a counter spell, I would imagine. So what did it say? I thought it said if you attacked, you made 3 1/1s. Whatever. I'm sure I'll figure it out one day, boys. One day I'll get there, because I am extremely good at magic. Alright, that's good. Maybe I should have played Grim Tutor there anyway. Shall I move it to the command zone if I plan on blowing everyone up? I think it's still safer. It's probably still safer, right, boys? This guy can go, though. Okay, Lance. So, how am I going to play through a counter spell? Probably can't, right? Probably can't. Okay, boys. Unless my eyes deceive me, I do think he's tapped his pubes out. So I don't take any damage because the 1 rings out. We'll remind him of those memes. Okay, boys. Okay, boys. Okay, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 human mayonnaise for your boy Chinch. But I still think you gotta be careful of dying of AIDS, right boys? Nobody wants to be the one who ends up dead of AIDS. So I think you just get the best card. What is the best card, boys? They all look pretty saucy. They all look pretty saucy, Lance. I do think that's the best. I could be wrong though, boys. I mean, it's never happened before. It's never happened before, Lance. But there is a first time for everything. Everybody had to get their anus railed out for the first time once. Even Gabby Spartolino's, boys. Even Gabriella Spartolini lived a day once where her anus was untouched. It was a long time ago though, boys. So, what do you think? Big tax? I think so. We do all like a bit of the big tax. So this draws a card no matter what. Right? Even if it gets killed, this has to happen. At the beginning of your end step, choose an opponent. But we never even got to the end step. It died immediately. Maybe. At the beginning of that player's bullshit, something else. I don't know, boys. I don't know if I understand Magic the Gathering. But that couldn't be real, right? Because I'm on the tubes. And if there's one thing we all can guarantee, it's that if you are on the tubes, then you are obviously some kind of fucking genius. It's just how Magic the Gathering works, lads. Okay, I have just realized with my eyes I'm gonna kill myself again. And I don't know about you, boys, but that might not be optimal. That might not be optimals, boys. I don't know how I'm not gonna die. So let me read this again. DDD, whenever this attacks, sacrifice a creature or land. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die to my own ring. Why did I not notice that? Never mind, boys. I don't think there's any way not to die. Put the one ring back up my arse for the memes. Ah, you didn't do it, boys. It was being a memer. So I got to do 39 damage this turn. I don't know about you, boys. It does seem a bit difficult. I don't know about you, boys, but we are in a bit of a bind. Okay, none of those things work. I suppose I could gain some life, but I don't know how much, boys. Okay, gotta find something that gets rid of this ring, or does AIDS to my balls. And I can't see how I'm not gonna die of AIDS. So swords to shit shares gains me 2, but I'm losing 5. Nothing in here is big enough to do anything. Alright, so I can gain 6 now. Okay. Alright, so I can gain 6 and then lose 5, so I'll be alive for a turn, maybe. And then maybe I can ultimate Liliana's Boobomatrons. You know, I mean, it's something, boys. It's something. Okay, so I survive a turn, but I still don't know how I'm going to get rid of this permanently.
Listen to my symphony of death.
I mean, I'm white. I'm white, green. There must be a way, boys. Okay, so nothing for reals. Unless, boys... Unless... Boys... I played a land because I'm fucking stupid. So, there was a chance... There was a chance I could have comboed this thing. Does it have haste? Oh man, so close. But in the end, I couldn't do it. I think I was like a mana short or something. It would have been interesting though, boys. But in the end, we did die of AIDS. In the end, boys, we did die of AIDS, but that was kind of a fun game. I feel like it was my fault that I died of said AIDS. But we did have a wonderful time. We did have a wonderful time, Lance. Let me just 100%... No, there's literally no way I could have got out of it from here. There might have been a way if I foresaw this being my way out. I might have been able to do it. But I couldn't. But that was still pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean the guy literally didn't do anything. And I killed myself. But I did get to draw an extra 11 cards. So I guess, you know, that's the price you pay, boys. But I had a good time, which is unusual, especially for 5 o'clock in the 8s. Hey, we're back on the... I think it's too late in the day for me to be on this kind of 8s. I think it might be, boys, too late in the British day for me to be playing mono blue, especially when they're conforming towards orange, boys. But we'll see. We'll see, boys.
Guys, Cheeks needs support now more than ever. I'm just being honest.
I mean, boys, I don't know if you've seen the forecast for the good old United Kingdom. It's true. It's true what Des says. I need everybody's cash all the time for the memes. Otherwise, I might have to have a lunch meat sandwich for lunch. Boys, can you imagine a man like me having lunch for lunch? Fucking insane. Insane, boys. I couldn't even begin to imagine being forced to endure such hardship. That's why I don't want to imagine it, boys. I just want to be a good, clean memer.
You should surrender now. Your fate is already sealed.
Alright, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can cast that again. I haven't got any removal, and then I'll die. But if he fears that I have something, he might do something else. Alright, he might fear that I have something, boys, but I haven't. So GG's X8. GG's X8, boys. Playing this. I got enough for that as well. Okay, boys, now we just have to wait for River's Rebuke, and we'll all die of beautiful British AIDS. Okay, lads. Okay, sweet. So we getting rebuked. I mean, I don't think there's much to think about. Don't think there's an awful lot to consider, Lance, if that's what you've got up your balls. Okay, he's got full lumberwangs. Hey, he had exactly the card, boys. It's almost like we play this game too often. I love playing mono blue, though. It's just so fun, Lance. It's just so fun. All right. I mean, I don't know how long. The more you stream, the less tolerant you have for decks and strategies you know are just boring pussies. And I feel like that's something I should know. So this is hand discard, virgin-y horseshit. I get to go first, and I got cold steel balls. I don't know. I don't know, boys. This might be a load of old tits. But that's what we like, isn't it, boys? What do I want? White. That's what we like, boys. We love loads of old tits. So what does this do? Whenever one or more other creatures you control dies, opponent loses some life and you gain a big dick. Alright, let's make him do some stuff. Alright, boys! Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm only a mana away from being able to cast this and effectively spoiling the game. We'll see, Lance.
Nightmares are the palette for my greatest. Behold.
Those would have all been bad draws. Okay, that ain't great either. Excuse me.
I'll return where you slumber.
So I'll put a land on top if it's there. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, Des, I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to start right at home when it comes to saving this channel. And that means, Des, you're gonna have to step up those 5 beans. I mean, I always thought $5 a day or $5 a stream was unbelievably generous. But in these hard times, you are gonna have to get a night shift. No more watching Phil and talking about how much AIDS we all have. You gotta get those pubes, man. Gotta get those pubes back in the office. Finding out what is to be done about a game of Magic. Just as you were just being honest, I'm just being honest. If you want to continue to see me here being a stone cold meme machine, you are going to have to bust out the cash. Otherwise, I will be forced to call the police. I will be forced, boys, to call the Great British Police. And they don't fuck about.
I can't stand on.
Alright, I got basically a god hand here. Yeah. Boys, this is one of those games where this guy could be saying this game is so fucking bolts. It's like he hand-picked every card, and it was, boys. It was like I hand-picked a game of Magics. That's how you know you want to watch this and slap it up on the tubes. Not because it was a back and forth game like that first game. That first game also I'm deleting because I lost, boys. That second game would delete in because the guy was cheating, naturally. But this game here, the one-sided piece of shit. Oh my god. Boys. What a game. That is just gonna elevate your entire weekend. Is today Thursday? Or have I gone mad? It is Thursday. Boys, I don't know about you. But I guess life must be good if it's hurtling through space this quickly. Des says I'll start filling out those payday applications. I mean, there you go. He's figured it out, boys. He's gone full quacks. I'm going to keep this, even though I know you have to kill this card on sight. I'm gonna... Oh, I'm Crucius. I don't need this so much then. Okay, boys. That's not good. That's not good, boys. You're right. You need to pull a Timbo. You need to pull a Timbo. So never mind any family bullshit. Never mind anything in the world. All you need to know is that Cheeks will be able to get DoorDash as often as he pleases, and everybody will be happy about it. Right, boys? Of course it's right. I am on the tubes. Alright, that's dangerous, and I also missed lands. So Fatal Push can sort of kill that, but I'll have to sacrifice Mind Stone. I don't know. This is a hairline, boys. This is hairline Mujiks, where I haven't got any lands. But I do have a key, I suppose. Okay, boys, he's pulled his pants down and he's gonna get quanked. And I can only speak for myself, but I love Mujiks. Okay, still no lands. That's what I like to see, boys. Sam Black's 42 land deck. Classic Mujiks. Classic Mujiks, ladies and plops. That is what we like to see. But yeah, Des, I'm glad that we're coming to an understanding. Timbo was bankrupt with a wife, probably divorced, but confirmed children. And he went bankrupt again to give Phil $300 a week. If that isn't a proper uber top lad, I don't even know what is, boys. Alright, so if I sacrifice that, it costs a mana, so we won't be doing that. I don't think he's blocking. What's getting tossed, lads? Crux of Fate? I don't think I want to blow everyone up. Alright, boys. Here we go. Yeah, Des, I mean, it's the red face of looking at the future of non-stop shifts of dog shit. Non-stop shifts, balancing debts, sleeping in a sleeping bag in the winter because you can't afford the heating bill, but you will know that I am eating Five Guys like a champ. I'm even getting a milkshake that I barely eat. That is how much memes, boys. We will be memeing. It'll be beautiful, Majik. So that's black and that's colorless. So oh, actually, this guy gets Fatal Fuck now without any additional resources spent. Easy memes, boys. Beautiful memes, as they say on the tubes. So if there's anything good, we'll keep it. If not, we'll ditch Glory Holes. I mean, I'll take that deal all day long. I'll take 2 mana for literally not having to ditch some shit. Easy quacks, boys. Easy quacks. Alright, that's a bit too big, though. That's a bit too big. But this is just the right size to make me feel like I've got a huge knob. Perfect. Perfect, Mujiks, boys.
No cost is too great to quill my savage blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Blood for knowledge. Is that what we all go through, boys? Or is that genuinely one of the easiest things you could imagine? Get stabbed in the leg and become a genius. We'd all take that deal, wouldn't we? Boys. Of course we would. I mean, obviously I don't need to take that deal because I'm on the tubes. Everything I do shows what a genius I already am. But how much would you exchange to be a proper smarty boy? Lance. Alright. got 2 mana open, which is kind of more than I want to...
Nothing on Innistrad.
Oh, this is a creature, so it has to be... Yeah. Negate's not going to work this time, boys. Unbelievably sexy aids. I'm not playing any spells. So we'll just say, pass the turn, have extremely big penises, and then GG's with a small amount of XDs. I was hoping I'd get 2 mana removal there. That was what I was thinking. Yeah, someone else, late night chill aids. But not really late night for me. More like early aids bollocks. But, boys, what can we do? Seeing it's just the lads, and we're all, you know, we're all having fun thinking about how Dez can generate more money for me. What can we do? It doesn't have to be Majigs. It never has to be Majigs. I just like Majigs. And I like complaining. And Majigs is really my only negative element in my whole life. And even then I don't really count it as negative, because it introduced me to things like Emma Sky Nazi and OnlyFans cosplay slags that I wouldn't have discovered otherwise. And I truly feel like my life is better for that knowledge. The level of idiocy and twattery and corporate spunkery, I don't think I would have got even if I became the world's greatest Call of Duty player or a Blizzard lapdog. Even then, boys, I don't think I would have seen so much AIDS as I do through watching Magic the Gathering. But who can say? Who can say, boys? But one thing I can say is, for those of you also watching on demand, never be shy in saying, Cheeks, do a stream at a random time. Especially if it's not Magic. Especially if you say, I'm going to be in the chat for Apex. I'm going to give you some good advice on where some good loot is. Pure virgin here. Good advice for some good loot. And it'll be beautiful stuff. Boyish. Especially like for a 1 hour lunch. In exchange for $45, obviously, but that's small potatoes. The exchange rate for wherever you live versus the Great British Pound soon will be like hyperinflation, where taking your life savings to the butchers will get you a string of sausages, just like in Zimbabweoids or Germany before things hit the shits. But it's not going to hit the shits here. Right, boys? We're civilized. We're just a bunch of pussy, weirdo, racist, fucking dimwit Brexit twats. That's why we're going to crackety matter, boys. Alright, opponent goes first. That's bad. I don't have any removal. Also bad. But he's only got 1 card that does anything, which is good. Okay, boys. Murderous Rider, I guess, is going to have to do all the work. I mean, that's sort of interesting. Alright, I think that is interesting enough. Lets me cast it makes me get rid of all of these shit spells, is what I'm saying. So, ladies and plops, I need him not to have a 2 mana ramp spell. Alright, we won. And by we won, I mean anything could happen, but I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the spot that we're in, boys. Alright, Cathar is fine, it's all shit, but I do need a Wrath, I think. I do need a Wrath, boys, more than anything else. So, all of this can go. We'll keep that, because it's removalage. Okay, boys. I mean, I actually think that might cause a problem. What's this? Cogler, but it looks like somebody got finger banged. I think it's big score. Or maybe it's solemn. Right, I just want to get to Portal. Alright, burn down your mum is pretty great. Set your mum's boobs on fire is pretty superb. Boys, look at that lad. He is absolutely having the time of his life.
I was raised by wolves, though they might have also just been big dogs.
Okay, boys. So, we're just going to flambe everybody. Hopefully a top decker land. Alright, I guess there's another play. Nah, because this is on 5. I didn't want to lose one of my things, though.
Oh, looks like you're all mouth and no hands.
Alright, so this guy's got loads of massive sex bombs, but just nothing. His deck is wonks. Don't know why this guy's here. This guy is just chock-a-block of wonky sex bombs, but he hasn't taken Sam Black's advice of playing some lands. And I don't know about you boys, but that might come back and barbecue him on the tits. Maybe. But I don't know everything, boys. Ever listen to bluegrass music? Ask Keep Forever. I can't. I mean, I couldn't name you a single artiste in the bluegrass community, so I suppose that means no. All right, what am I playing? Crucius or Solemn? Crucius is just better. And what don't I need? Glory shits, I think. Actually, yeah, fuck it. I mean, I am sort of looking for lands. Yeah, I couldn't name a song, but if bluegrass is like banjo slapping your knee, it's fine. I can go for some knee slappage, boys. But I'm not, even for someone who plays bass, which obviously makes me a certified musical genius, boys, I don't listen to all that much music. If I'm in a car and I've got options, I'll put it this way: if I'm in the gym and it's empty, I'll change the TV station to TalkSport, something like that. I'll really absorb discussion about anything rather than listening to music, for the most part, boys. So, being exposed to fringy musical genres, it hasn't really happened. Or maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I've never been exposed to the full quacky quackingtons, boys. Maybe I've just never been exposed to the full quacks of the genre that I love. I feel like I like metal and rock, and classical to a certain extent. But at the same time, Lance, am I actually wrong, boys? Am I actually wrong? I don't know. But that guy got flambéed because I was extremely good at magic, and that's what matters. That's what matters, boys. Yeah, I mean, the only bands I've ever sat down and just listened to an album and then finished it and then put the same CD back in again and listened to it again because I was so transfixed with what I was hearing was early doors Metallica. I thought those guys were full memes. But as we all grow, I could still listen to Master of Puppets all day. But it doesn't have that same... Like the first time you saw tits when you were 14. You think you just can't match this ever. And I don't feel like that about seeing tits these days. In the same way that I don't know if ever there'll be another band like that that tweaks my ass. But you never know, boys. if I go to a live bluegrass hoedown, it's not 100% sure that I won't be like, I've discovered the source. This is the source, boys. Boys, the source of all magiques has been magiqued. So, I guess we'll just shit on this guy. So I think I've got a good hand, as long as I keep hitting my lands. And I don't get put under too much pressure. Alright, this guy has to get exiled, so I don't think I can play Crucius. Agreed, boys? Or am I going full cheeky aids? I think I do like a bit of cheeky aids, boys. I can't deny. Alright, am I gonna pay the price for being beautiful beams? Keep Forever says, I can't really name many artists, but I love to see it live. It's got special energy. Great if you're at a park. That's what I sort of imagine as well. I could see that being the case, boys. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I could just Crux of Fate. That doesn't seem perfect to me. Plus I take loads of damage, but both of these get killed. I'm just fucking doing it. Everyone can eat shit. As long as he doesn't have some other way of gaining haste, I should be able to get out of it. Although Treacherous Blessing can't ever be cast, I don't think. Novice Knight. So I can only do 2. Okay, boys. So it doesn't have haste. That's not a good draw. Okay, boys. Protection from black, perhaps? Not yet, boys. New Metallica is dog shit, says Keep Forever. They've only got 1 speed. All the dynamics are gone. Metallica released an album, and I have avoided listening to it. I was talking to my friend about it the other day, and it must just be bad. It must just be a bad sign that a band you literally loved when it comes to music, you would just avoid. Not even on YouTube. I think their last 2 or 3 albums I haven't heard. So I could ditch this or I could ditch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to ditch Grizzlebrand and then try and resurrect it with Lils. Obviously, it could go wrong 25 different ways. But I am on the tubes, boys. So I can't Meathook Massacre that, but I can Onyx it if it's the only creature left on the board. And we might be able to slap a bitch on the fucking tubes, boys.
Favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
Okay, I mean, doing 3 damage is not going to do anything for me. Okay, boys, this is where it gets hornies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Resurrect or reanimate if you want to use proper Magic's parlance. Let's listen to some bluegrass, just so I fully know what we're talking about. I can only do it for a couple of seconds, otherwise I'll get copyright plopped probably. Oh, I know how to fix it. Hey, boys. 22 million to see her gagging on some saucy bones. What are we doing? Bluegrass jams. Oh, bluegrass Japanjo, that's got to be clean AIDS. I don't know about this, though. Oh, I don't know about that, boys. Are we walking into straight Mississippi Aidsville? That is a dangerous place to live, boys. Okay. 1, 2. So I can kill both of these. I can kill both of those. I might just find removal though. Alright, easy.
Never thought I'd miss the lot.
Easy quacks, boys. So this pays for itself. Okay, now it's getting close to me. It's getting close to full memes, boys. Ah, it was full memes. Okay, bluegrass bow. This guy's in most of these. I gotta believe this guy's a full memer.
Hey y'all, have you got a banjo that you never learned to play?
I can't pause it or change the speed. That's not what I want. I want the triple speed incest banjo. Thunderstruck by Steve and... we've listened to this before, I'm sure. 162 millions. Boyish.
Something about you seems...
Something about those boobaloids. Probably got to wait a few years. I would expect. Even though she's probably 25. Okay, boys. You ready for triple speed? Only to avoid... what's the word? I know that we've seen this. I know we've seen this. Alright, that might be too fast. And I know for sure I can't watch Thunderstruck. Otherwise it'll just be copyright shit. When we're on Twitch, we'll have a look. When we're on Twitch, we'll have a full look. Because on Twitch, almost anything goes. And then the next stage, boys, is once we've got enough Ubermensch grade lads, proper cheeks boys to the core, then we'll go to Kick, and then we'll just have a look at Hitomi Tanaka's tits, and we won't even get in trouble. Because Kick is full of classic memes, apparently. Didn't someone get their dick out on stream today? Like a really huge guy just got his cock and balls out on stream. I don't know. Something like that. Let's see. Who got their dick out? I don't know how we'll find out without actually getting in trouble, to be honest. Dick out on stream. I mean, it's not going to show a dick, right? Not on YouTube. Oh, maybe. It might do. It was this guy. I show shit. He got his knob out, boys. He thought it was classic memes. Tatty over has to die. That's probably fine. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing because I watch. What's his name? I watched the lad Moist Critical, and he was talking about the classic memes. And what's his name got his cock and balls out? That guy, which I guess is a mistake because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That isn't what is supposed to happen, boys, in a game of Magic. So, it felt like he could have Wash Away or something like that. And there's no real risk. I don't mind cards going in the grave, because it's going to be like 2 mana in about 5 minutes. Which is good memes, boys. I don't know if you know. But an Emrakul for 2 is worthy of buckling your shoe. As the saying never went. But, boys, we're certainly having a good time. Aren't we, lads? I probably should have played something, though, thinking about it. Harrowbara. Yeah, there's just no way I'm killing this thing. It's not worth it. Keep Forever says, I'm hot on one artist who's got a voice that rings like a bell. Sierra Farrell. Alright, well, we can check them out. But copyright issues on YouTube's financy stuff is just a bit too much memes. It's just not worth it. But, like I say, on Twitch, anything can go. Boys. Territorial Scythe Cat. Okay, boys. I still don't think I'm killing anybody. Well, we're going to have some huge fucking issues in a minute, though. I can tell with how many cards are going to be in my grave. Alright, that's pretty good. So, we'll play the... Whoops! Daisies! Well, good job I couldn't play that anyway. Okay, boys. Oh man, we got to play in a fucking virgin as well. Oops! You didn't kill a single card with a shit spell! Oops! Oh, lols! Well, I don't know what this guy's going to have to get out of all the rest of this shit, but I'm sure he's got it under control if he's oopsing me. You know what I mean, boys? I'm sure it's totally under control if I'm getting oopsed. You know what I'm saying, boys? How about oopsing that, you fucking pussy? Oops, boys, I fucking died of AIDS! Never saw that coming. In the grave, you bitch. Nah. Easy quacks. That, boys, is how you play Magic the Gathering. Oh, but I spent £25 lands to have my dick wanked by my dad! I know, boys. What a catastrophe. £25 for your dad to finger bang you. And still, boys, we're going to crackety mattress. 63 cards in the grave. That's pretty good. 13-13. Flying Trampoly Boy. Grim Tutor. Easy Quacks, lads. Boys, I don't know much about anything in the world. But I do know I am particularly sexy when it comes to Magic the Gathering. So, what do you think, Alliance? I mean, Wrath of God's not right, for sure. But I do feel like I gotta get away from dying of AIDS. What is the right card? I think you just kill everybody. Right, just kill everybody. Everything will be easy shits. We got Hero's Downfall and whatever the fuck else. It should be beautiful memes, boys. $55 cards to go, so it should be in the bag. And by in the bag, I mean fuck your mum in the arse. Fucking oopsie pussy. Why does everyone have to be a bellend to me? And by when I say bellend, it's not like it gets to me like, you know, I don't carry any element of Magic the Gathering streams with me when I turn the thing off. But why does everybody have to be a bellend generally, is what I'm trying to say. Not like, why is everyone so mean to me, Dad? I'm just trying to be a big SP. I'm just trying to have some fun chills. But why do I play so many peeps who have to say something? Why are there... Honestly, and this isn't like, you know, a hyperbolic rant. Why are there so many bitches who play this game? That was such a risky... look up, to be honest. Speaking of the boy, let's just have a quick check on him. Did he... Oh, he already looks super happy, boys. He looks happy. Did he... We're having a fun time stream, guys, so don't bring the drama. Fuck you. No, really. fuck you. We're having some fun time streams. Now, guys, I really need the support. I really need it, guys. Oh, but I never asked for money either. He never did it. Oh, that's some bluegrass jams, boys.
That's when Bosch botched it and fell into their clutch.
31,
Wait,
that's not
that?
bad.
You were there? Well, way to steal my thumb.
31's not bad. He has been on hard times, as they say. So 20 beans. This guy gives £50 every day, so it almost doesn't count. But $11? I don't know. I feel like $11 is quite good for the fucking gross cunt. But boys, where's my $11? Times 12. There's 12 peeps in the chat, and every one of you must be thinking, there's a housing crisis in the UK. How is Cheeks gonna buy his third mansion to rent out as a slumlord? And that's right, boys. I need everybody here. Get down the army. Well, I don't know. That's probably a bad job. They probably don't let you send donations or when you're doing basic training, but figure something out that might give you some upfront get started wonga, and then you just send it all to me and declare bankruptcy. Won't that just be a beautiful use of your time? Of course it will be, boys. It's fucking beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, boys. What are we doing? I do like a sunbirds, and a big score, and a time wank. So I don't have any red land, though, which I've just noticed. But what does this bitch do? Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library, you may cast it. So it looks like, possibly some shit elves. The only person I've ever seen play Rashmi is, what's her name? Ava GG's. Ava GG's my old pal, who, bizarrely, I've played more than anyone else in this whole game, randomly. Or maybe it's just that I recognize her name. Because she's a shouty slag. The kind of thing that keeps me interested. Okay, this boy has gone extremely aggressive on the draws. I guess he was just missing lands. But boys, by the laws of legs, we crack at a fucking matter.
Anonymity plus SH posting culture equals oops spell ends. Pay the man.
Keep forever. Thanks for the 5 beautiful British dollars. It's not about anonymity, because I'm also anonymous when I play this game. And what you say behind your screen is your own business. But I never, ever have a regular game with a man and then start saying, oops. Especially when it's not even a mistake. I played a card and he countered it, sort of. And was like, oops, I had it. But he didn't have it for long, did he, boys? But the problem is, it's always there. And this game tries to pride itself so much on being like an inclusive, everyone loves each other and it's super nice. But I really wonder what Magic is in person. If I had an audit from God, so all, like, every single possible number wang bullshit could be tallied to a celestial level. And I would say, because I've never really had a bad time in a Magic shop. I've made some friends in real Magics. And I've seen like 1 or 2 pussy fucking wank stains. But I would like to know, is Magic predominantly pussy wank stains, or is it actually, like, truly one of the nicest places where everyone's hugging each other and you can go in immediately and say, guys, I've actually got depression again, and I'd really appreciate it if you can all hug me. And nobody attack me, obviously. Nobody attack me, obviously, rule 1 of Magics. Nobody attack me, because, boys, I might cry is obviously the Lewis Stardust decree, which we would all follow. But is magic really like that, or is it like something else? Boys. Is it like that, or is it somewhere in between? We'll keep these. Debatable whether, I mean, I want to get rid of this, and this is also doesn't seem very good. But at least we're creeping up towards Boobalax, and he hasn't got this thing. So I've played against this a few times, and once it turns into this, you're basically shit. Once it's flipped, I don't think I've ever beaten it. When it's the little guy taking a shit in the woods, it's easy quacks. But once it's this guy, then it's memes, boys. Once it's shits McGee's, then it's memes.
I have returned.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 10 mana, boys.
I have forced
This costs 6.
demise.
And then he needs to pay another 6. Well, I guess... Well, I can't do anything about that. Alright, he was just much better than me. Fair dues. Fair dues, lads! He was definitely far superior to me at playing Magic. Not a lot anyone on Earth could have done about that. Never mind. It is certainly an unusual take on Mono Blue. Ramp into Omniscience, and also A, have Omniscience, and B, have Ulamogs. But, boys, everybody got to do what they want there, so we all had a wonderful time. But that's what I mean. Being anonymous doesn't necessarily, not even necessarily at all, like, being anonymous doesn't embolden a person who is normal. You know? I don't think a normal person is festering hate in their dick. So that the first chance they can get, they can be like, ha, I won a game of Magiques against some guy on the tubes. Let me just say, oh, so you thought you could resolve this spell? Well, fuck your mummy in the tits. I mean, I say all that, but, you know, everyone says that in their internal monologues. You just don't have to say it when your dick and balls are out. You know what I mean, boys? Probably. So, we got 1 red for a sweeper. Can't cast either of these. Dark Ritual can ramp me into nothing because we haven't got the full set. What do you think we're doing here, boys? What do you think we're doing here against our old friend mono white boring pussies? I don't want to lose with 2 cards in my hand, with a literal full set of cards that can't be cast. So I think, boys, we're gonna mulligan. This guy might recognize he's in for some shit and has already run off to piss his pants. I don't know. Some people want full chat on Arena. Well, I've never seen anybody ask for that. I don't know what they would... Alright, this is almost the same hand, but perfect version. I don't know what for. What are you going to do? Why would you ever want... Why would you be compelled to say anything to anyone? I don't know, boys. I mean, also, how would Wizards sell premium emotes if you could use a chat? I think we already crackety-meter there, boys. There is no way the boys at Wizzy's HQ would allow that. Alright, this guy's got huge thinks. Do you attack with a 1-1, or do you have a wank? I think this game is going to take ages, because every single element of what's happened so far has taken a long time. And because of that, boys, it might be a grind, but I am gonna fucking be fucked if I'm allowing mono white not to get quacked. That's my attitude here, lads. So we will grind our own dicks out slightly. But on the plus side, boys, on the plus side, we might be able to win a game on the tubes. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. Okay, so we still got Wash Away for Helibobblers, as long as he doesn't have Mana Tithe. Path of Bravery. I mean, we can still flambe everybody, that's not a problem. Alright, Fartless Act doesn't work really anymore. Alright, burn down the house and then allow Heliod to resolve. I don't want Heliod to resolve. That's it. That's the end of the debate. Heliod resolving is very problematic. Heliod not resolving is easy quacks, boys. That is also extremely difficult. But it's fine. We'll take the lands. Alright, I'm on 8, but everything's under control. Can't cast that, I don't think. Okay, boys. Now, this is where we start turning the corner. This is where we round the bend. This is where we bend it like your mum's tits, and everybody definitely doesn't end up dead of AIDS. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. No life gain for him. Okay. It is slightly riskier doing it this way. Oh, because of that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, boys. I'm just gonna kill this guy. Oh, it's just a token. I shouldn't have done that. Never mind, Lance. We'll definitely crack at this matter. Don't worry. Don't you worry, boys. It'll be easy magics, if ever there was easy magics. Alright, now I'm dead. Now I'm dead, boys. The guy was far too good at magics for me. Yep, dead. But, boys, at least we had a wonderful time. At least a wonderful time was had by all. I wonder if we'll get the early GGs. Or if he'll start really speeding up. Now he can just fling all his mum's tits on the field. So I should have countered this. I should have countered that. I knew the risk, and I fucking walked into it. But at least we had a great time, boys. I knew the risks, and I still died of AIDS. But what a wonderful brew. All the same shit. No cards from the last 2 years. Because it was perfect. Why would you ever need to build a deck that has new cards, boys, when you could just get banged by your uncle on Christmas Eve? Easy quicks. So, I actually feel like I learned a lesson, though. Heliod is annoying, but this is the one. I've lost to this before. And clearly, boys, it was the one. So unless I randomly draw blow up all your mum's ass, I'm definitely dead. Okay, doesn't look good, boys. We're not going to get the early GGs from a Maestro. We didn't get the early GGs, boys. Absolute catastrophe from the land. What are we saying? Even, odd, dead either way. Dead either way, lads, but we had a great time. What a wonderful game. I love mono white, but like I said, I feel like I definitely learned something. This man got insanely lucky by having just everything, that I guess is in the deck that isn't just dog shit fucking Hawks. But I'll remember, countering Heliod there wasn't a priority. I have to look for the 1 in 100 shot shit that doubles the guy's creature count by just spunking his hand. I'll try and remember, boys, but when am I going to play mono white again? It's such an unusual thing. Alright. Okay, this sounds fucking odd bullshit. Anyway. So, I can't get rid of this. I can't get rid of anything. I can lock it down, but that doesn't do much. Those are pretty fine to go in the bin, although that would have been quite nice. On turn 2, wouldn't it have been, oh boys? So, all I can do about this with these colours is counter this. It's really good. Okay, yeah, I mean, it'll have to become a creature for that to work. Okay, boys. So devotion has to be 5. So that's 1, and that's 2, and that's 3. I don't think he'll play that. That's not very good. Okay, Lance. Does look like we might be in for a quacking. Okay, my only hope then. 1, 2, 3. He's still not going to have enough. He's not going to have enough number wangs for this to be a creature. Invocation's going to get blown up for sure. Okay, hand's not awful. But we are going to have to play Mujiks to get out of this one, boys. So I don't think I need Frost Titan. I think the hand's alright, actually. Don't think there are any duds. I mean, it's possible we could all just sit here and do nothing. That is a possibility, boys, but that is the risk you take when you play against Mono Blue. But we'll see. Won't we, boys? Gad shits. That's easy, Myrtles. Oh! That's a mistake. I mean, it is pretty good that Gad shits has all that bollocks going on. I think we're still going to keep this. Yeah, Gadshits has the tap thing, but it would have made Thassa a creature instantly. Which is what I'm looking to happen, boys. Okay, boys, get your dicks out. Get them dicks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 2 left over for counterspell.
Gods can protect you now.
Oh, this isn't the right line either. Because I put the bounce spell back. And if I don't bounce this, he's just going to refill his hand. I am extremely good at identifying mistakes in real time, boys, but I still like making them for the memes. You know, boys. For the memes.
I'll take what is mine.
So I have to go for a counterspell, even if he's got Spell Pierce or something else. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. I am very glad we are all on the same page. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. I think I'm just going to allow that. We'll allow that, boys. Oh, I don't want to use those. That'd be a mistake. Okay, so we are starting to come down with a bit of AIDS. Counter target planeswalker electric controller base 2. Oh, I should have read. Oh, it's in the grave as well. Well, okay, boys. Might end up with a bit of AIDS now. But we did have a wonderful time. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm dead 3 ways. He's going to refill his deck. He's probably got 2 more counter spells. And I'll just get killed by some 2/2s. He didn't even need to cast the Thassa. He just bluffed me with shit cards and counters. What an absolute top load of old quacks, boys. So a sweeper would be good. That's pretty much all I can do, though. Crucius isn't good. Classic mono blue fucking pussies. I mean, this isn't any more thoughtful than if you go for the throat a creature. But they always wank their dicks. Always. It's like we're in the National Dick Wanking Organization. So we'll try and kill 2 things. I still take too much damage. And it's GG's X-Wax, boys. It still taps this down. Choose to return those creatures to their owner's hands. I'm gonna say no. Actually, I think I have to allow that. Oh, but now I'm dead. Alright. That was fun, boys. I definitely nearly spunked in my pants. Once again, mono time-wasty dog shit just genuinely has me looking forward to going to work. That is, I mean, Magic really could do that. Magic can really bust it out, boys. 1,000,000 combinations, 1,000 cards, but yet still, whenever I play that, it's always the same 100-card net deck. And I don't know about you, boys, but that's truly the best way to play Magic. Oh, not everybody's got time to play Magics, Mr. Cheeks. That's probably right, you know. That is probably true. Not everybody has time to build real decks. Sometimes you just want to grab one off the shelf that works. And if you're going to do that, what better than a 4-year-old mono deck? Right, boys? Of course I'm right. I'm on the tubes. I'm on the tubes, Lance. Alright, this is the last game with Bubs, and then we'll see what else I'm doing. I think 7 AM has to be the cutoff, but, you know, I could just do whatever I want, really. I can do whatever I want in this world. And I'm still playing 6 AM Magic. Nah, not Broken Sword at this time, because soon London will be alive. 7 AM is fine for silly bullshit, but I don't want fucking doorbell ringing, delivery men outside. If we're playing a game, I want to be immersed in shit. That's why I play, what do you call it, during the day. APOPs, because you don't need to be immersed, and it's so loud in the headset that you couldn't hear anything anyway. And I'm so busy smashing Demeter over there. I've got full tunnel vision in being #1 ranked Apex Predator, who's currently in like low bronze. But that's just a choice, boys. I mean, if I wanted to be better, I could be, but I don't want to be. Or something. I'm pulling out the Desolator magic shitness. Alright, Dark Ritual, which should be banned, is pretty solid. I guess we'll keep this, boys. I guess we'll keep this, lads. Mill 3, do something. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have wanted to mill those cards, but, you know, that's somebody else's problem. That's someone else's problem, Lance. Nothing to do with me. I'm just here being a memer. One equals 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going Sunbirds, boys. I think we'll go in Sunny 8. Alright. If he plays a 3-mana spell that blows this up, then I'm calling the police. If he blows this up with some bullshit, if somebody's paying 3 mana for my 6-mana spell that I've cheated in on turn 3, then I shall certainly be notifying Gabby Sparks' mum. Okay, boys. Okay, fucking AIDS. Okay, fucking AIDS. There's no need for this card to be in this thing. But people have been talking about bans and stuff quite a bit the last couple of days, if you don't follow that kind of shit. Spreading Seas has been pre-booked banned for some reason, and nobody knows why. But on the plus side, boys, nobody cares. So cards like this are allowed. Oracle is allowed, Crucius is allowed, but Spreading Seas, which turns a land into an island, is banned. And Saffron Olive was doing the whole why this and that and why not your mum's baps and all the rest of that kind of shit. Okay, can he cast this? That's a shame. Last card left in the deck that I couldn't beat off the fucking top of the AIDS, but I am very good, boys. Don't ever forget that shit.
Is it exhausting to try so hard?
Ooh. Sounds like a new bit of...
Or your filth is gone.
Sounds like a new bit of AIDS there, boys. Text line is the word I'm looking for. Okay, easy shits. Why even put it in the whole game, you mean? Yeah, I mean, it was one of these. It was one of these. And their attitude seems to be everything is allowed in historic Brawl because there's only one of it. But a card like this shouldn't... Like, Oko is still not allowed to be played in Brawl, so it's not like they won't ban anything. You can't play Ugin. They're in a world in which Dark Ritual is worse than Ugin. But, you know, like I said a million times, when there are situations where you're not held accountable to anyone, because what are we all playing for? It's just unranked gibberish on a shit game played by fucking idiots. Wizards can just say, oh, fucking touch grass, look at some tits, something like that. And you're defeated, boys. Your argument's quacked. And that's how actual Magic is going to go. And anybody who thinks otherwise, you're wrong, boys. You're just wrong. So what am I looking for? Titan. Oh, there's no way that this guy's not getting played every chance. Boys. So Grizzle Shits. Is that the one? I mean, it doesn't fit very well into this kind of a deck, but drawing 7 does give me the horn. But then, I suppose I could also play the One Ring. I don't know what the fuck this shit is doing in here. Well, that's easy to get rid of. That could be good, boys. So, the 3 cards I know that I need. One of them ain't even in here. That's how good I am at Magic, boys. What am I looking for? The landfall dudes. Scoot Swarm. How was that not in here, boys? And a sword is. I've gone full Quackslant. So Scoot Swarm is in. How many lands? 39 should be fine, boys. So the card that has to be played is the X spell, but I can't remember what it's called either. Finale, I think that's right. And Crater Hoof isn't in here. I don't know why. I must have sabotaged it, because those cards are just essential if you're trying to win. And I've had enough, at the moment at least, of having decks that just spin on their own dick. So having Grizzlebrand and drawing a load is pretty nice, but if you can't win with any of those cards, what's the point? You know what I mean, Lance? Of course you do. We're on the tubes. Do I need meat muffs? We got Crux of Fate. Alright, what looks a little shit? Wall of Blossoms is probably bullshit. Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice a creature. Target player mills cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. I mean, I'll try it. Why not? Last Reckoning. Alright, so we're set for blow-ups. Body Launderer doesn't ever give me the horn, boys. I don't like this. I think it's more one of these. I'm gonna plop the Thorn Mammoth away, I think. Nah. I mean, it does a lot. I kind of want to try that. Silver Bitch Elder also is good enough. Alright, I'm gonna drop the Body Launderer, only because it's too difficult for me to understand. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. Boys. I just said it was okay, sweet. Dudes. I just said it was okay, sweet. So at lunchtime, anybody want to watch any Apex? Just let me know. The worst that can happen is I just say no. I'm busy, or I'm out, or I'm working, or anything. But that shouldn't cause full depression, boys. You should be fine. So, he is going to be playing creatures. I think this is a keeps. The only question is, do I play these with the full understanding I expect to blow my balls up? Or do I just faff around? I guess we'll find out, boys. Scooty boy, that's not a bad bit of bitch. Shitness. What does this guy do? When it dies, create a treasure. Oh, that's the opposite of what I thought it was going to do. That's the opposite, boys, of what I was thinking. I thought it was whenever it deals damage. But that's not good memes, boys. That's not good memes at all. And I'm definitely fucking this up, I think. Alright, now I don't think I'm fucking it up so much. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I think we might be able to... chain some 8s, boys. And everybody loves chaining some 8s. Oh, I've only got 1 green. Okay, there is a huge risk I'm just walking into sweeping my own board too hard. But also, boys, I mean... I don't think this is getting played now. He has 6 mana if he wants. No, he doesn't. Well, it depends what's in his hand, but we'll see. So this makes a mayonnaise. Odd looking art. Don't know where you got this. Load of old pussy bollocks, but whatever, boys. Add 1 mana of any colour. So we're not blocking this, obviously. Whenever you cast a creature spell. Alright, I thought this was whenever a creature enters the battlefield. So this is... the whole thing has been horseshit. The whole thing has been horseshit, boys. I can confirm your mom can suck on my balls. Okay? Good. Boys, I'm glad we are all on the same page. Oh! Westvale Abbey, eh, boys? You know what that means? It means I've got a fucking dick out. Or something. Sacrifice another creature, search a library for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it onto the field. So I can put a 2 mana boy on the field. Nope, that's not how that works. Alright. I'll get the hang of it though, boys. I'll get the hang of it, maybe. So if he plays this and doesn't have a way of sacrificing anything... Oh, I could just say dragons, and it will only kill that card. I think everybody might have to get blown up, though. No! I know what I do. I'll do what I fucking said. We'll make a Westvale Abbey, man. Ah, but then this doesn't blow everyone up because it doesn't blow this up. I guess there are a lot of thoughts. A lot of things that can be thought, boyish. What does this even do? At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, this deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and you get 3 treasures. I don't know, boys. I might be getting quanked. So let me read this again. Sacrifice another creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X. Okay. So I think I understand magics, boys. I think I understand the magics. So it'll cost me 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've only got 7. It's just crazy to not do this. Oh, no, that's not what I'm doing. It's just crazy not to do this. Actually, let's get rid of the real one. Okay, boys, with a little bit of okay boy sweets. Let's see what happens here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 6 mana, potentially more. Well, not with this, but potentially more here. If he can't stabilize now, I do think we're in a pretty good spot. So I think it's just cast this, sacrifice this. But then obviously I'll just kill the dragon now. And I feel like that should be enough. Alright, well, fuck the whole thing. Fuck the whole thing, boys. I was way too aids at magics. Way too aids of babadies. Man. Every now and again, I'll think about the Magic the Gathering things that I read on Twitter, and I'll just think, how could that have happened? This week, if you hadn't seen, or if I hadn't already mentioned it yesterday, Emma Sky Nazi, having just been made an ambassador for a Magic the Gathering brand, was literally encouraging people to print off their own cards. And I don't know about you boys, I would be surprised if Wizards were on board with that. I don't know, boys. I mean, Voxy left the program apparently because she was getting too horny for tits on Baldur's Gate. So if you're not allowed to violently wank yourself off during a stream at Demon Baps, are you allowed to effectively steal money from Magic's anus? Boys, I don't know. So what do you think is going on here? Well, all I know is I don't have blow up all the peeps, which is usually enough to say that we got problems. Add red. Sacrifice this, add loads of red. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. If in doubt, slap a planeswalker in the tits. And that's not, I mean the commander. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. Okay, boys. It was sweet the whole time, lads. Boys, this guy spent money to have his lands not even render on the screen properly. What an absolute lad of fingerbang proportions. It was like he looked at his bumhole and said, this is way too tight. Wizards have £20 worth of anal dilation. And we all laughed, boys. And applauded, or something. We all applauded. On the streets of Baghdad. So I got 3 mana. I play Llanowar Visionary, give up a treasure, or play Cold Steel Shits. I think this might be better. But it also might be a mistake, boys. Who knows? Look at this! They don't even land on top of each other. It's because he's all doodles. Alright, that's true. They shouldn't land on top of each other when there's only 5. But look! You can't even see the man's legs! And he's got a whole balcony. Absolutely incredible levels of Magic the Virgining there, boys. So, we've got 2 boys in the grave, and we've got big boys in our pants. So, if we try really hard, we might be able to slap a game on the tubes. What about this? Is this also out of sync? It is! Look at that, boys. He spent big money for big money whangs. And yet is still having whangly bangle donglets or something. Wangly bangle bonglers, boys. Reclamation Sage or old shitstain? Let's get a shitstain. It's not what I'm looking for, boys, if I'm honest. Okay, boys. So I get 2 cycles and 1 draw. I'm on 19, which should be okay. This guy's having a look at all my cards, because they are pretty sexy, boys. That's not very good. Is it, lads? Big thinks about whether to kill an insect or not. Okay, Lance, down to 1 spell. Down to 1 spell still. What can I draw to get back into the memes? That's not very good now, is it, boys? That's a bit better. Okay, boys. Yeah, I really worry about the future of Brawl. Only because it's, to me, as a true casual lad who doesn't want to play for 20 hours, having a wank, taking a shit, or all the rest of it. A true casual lad, I find it very hard to play a fun game of Magic the Gathering. Extremely hard, boys. So these are treasures, are they? Discard a card, sacrifice this. No. They're bloods, boys. That's why they got blood on them. That guy is coming in a bit late. But next turn, boys. Next turn. See, why wouldn't I have put this in? Is it because I was just winning too many games with this and I wanted it to be a bit different? That's the ravings of a maniac. That's the ravings of a mad maniac lad. Okay, he still might die. He still might die, boys. He gets to gain 7. But he's going to take 500 million. So, we might be able to slap a game on the tubes, boys. Why would I take Crater Hoof out? In what world was that the right play? Was it just too boring? Was it just too boring? But it seems like, what would I do otherwise? You know what I mean, Lance? Alright, couple more games. And then we'll be off. So if there's anybody in the chat who wants to see anything in particular, now's the time to ask, and we shall see where we are. But otherwise, ladies and shits, I suppose we can play this for a couple of games and then begin the rest of our grown-up day. Standard, says someone else. Nah. Nah. I mean, I know that you're trying to be a crafty memer, but I'm just going to say no. Okay, that doesn't look like a keep to me. Okay, that looks like a slap it. Slap it up on the tubes. So, the question is, do you play that as a land, or do you play it as a boy? Also, Altar of Dementia is probably very bad. Altar of Dementia is probably as good for him as it is for me. But that should make for an interesting game. It should, but it won't. But it should, but it won't. But it could, but it won't. But it might, but it won't. But it could, but it won't. But it might, but it won't. But it could, is what I'm saying. But it won't, but it could. And that's what all you need in life, right? You just need things that could happen. They don't actually have to happen. Otherwise, your dick might fall off, boys. Everybody knows what could. I could draw blow up all the peeps. And it'll be GG XD. But I won't, boys. But I could. But I won't. But I could. But I won't. So, what do you think is the play here, Lance? That ain't right. It is just play a boy, I think. So, like I said, I'm not... oh no, this is the sacrifice one. Okay, I thought it was the other one. I thought it was the one that you mill based on how many lands you have tapped. But it ain't, boys. It's some other shit. Okay, dumpity dumps, boys. Good job I didn't draw blow up all the peeps. Good job no blow up all the peeps for me, boys. Otherwise we might be having a great time. Good job no blow ups for me, Lance. Wall of aids, pretty good aids. So, how do I not die? I don't know, boys. He did kind of fool me, though. He did kind of fool me into thinking he was a reanimate deck when he's just a lifelink deck. I see it now. He's just lifelink, boys. He's just virgin lifelinks. It's just virgin lifelinks, Lance. It's none of this fucking silly dog shit. Boys. It's just virgin lifelinks. I got absolutely fooled into thinking it was reanimate. But this is Magic the Gathering, boys, where the best way of playing Magic is to fling your tits on the floor. So I'm going to have to draw blow up all the peeps here. Ugh, great stuff, Lance. Great game of aids. Wonderful stuff. Once again, well, to be fair, I'd say 40%. I'd say 99% of games against lifelink, you mulligan until you get a blow up all the peeps. But because I thought he was graveyards, I didn't think blow up all the peeps would be needed. And also, Altar of Dementia was the wrong one. It actually looks pretty bad. So maybe we'll take that out. Hey, it's this fucking pussy. It's this fucking, let me just cast my same card 8 times and hope for the best. That's what I want out of my game of Magic, boys. If I'm going to play Magic, I don't want to play Magic. I want to play 18 ramp creatures and then just throw this on the field 4 times. Boys, it might be ready. It might be time to go to work. Because anything's got to be better than this fucking drivel. Anything's got to be better than this drivelous, boys. 2 mana ramp, boy. Oh, Swift for 8. That's not that big of an issue. But no lands is quite a problem. No lands is pretty fucking shit, boys. I need an untapped green. Otherwise, playing 44 lands in your deck might indeed give you a bit of the aids. Alright, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. We're getting the thanks, Dad. We might be able to slap a game on your mum's tits. We might be able to tramp stamp your mum's tits with bullshit. But I doubt it. So I think I have to play Oracle. Maybe I get to draw 2 as well. Yeah. We should be hitting our lands now. We should be hitting our lands now, boys. But this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... he doesn't have a land in hand, otherwise he would have played it earlier. That's not what I'm looking for, boys. That is what I'm looking for. And this. And that as well. So you would think I would be ahead, right? Toski, I've drawn literally 8 more cards than this guy. But all he has to do is just throw this on the field, boys. And squeeze a small penis. All you have to do is fling and squeeze. And you're not telling me you don't like squeezing your dick. Because I've seen your dicks, and I don't even know where you would begin to start squeezing. So what can I do? I suppose it sort of depends on what he took. So it's irrelevant to play that if we're going to mill it. So I think we take this. And we take one of these for the memes, lads! Unbelievable scenes! Boys, this guy thought he was good at magics, but in the end, he didn't even cast a spell. Boys, that is true Magic the Gathering. Zero interaction between the two of us, but I managed to cast my one of let me squeeze my balls card before he got to cast his infinite let me wobble up my dad's dick bullshit. And I was truly so good that this is going up in the Hall of Fame of top beautiful games of Magic. Not zero anything, rampy plamp bullshit on turn 8, no plays. That's how you're supposed to play, boys. So let's have a look. Ramp, aids, that's fine. Ramp, aids, ramp, payoff, I guess. Payoff and ramp. Whereas I played like Reduke went in the fly machine and got crossed over with Paulo Vitor Dama de Rosa, and on the other side came out the world's sexiest and greatest Magic the Gathering player in Dr. Cheech. That's what the fly was based on. Two lads getting into a teleportation pod and coming out the other side was AIDS. So you know what we owe? There's only one card we need here, boys. Only one card we need here. That's possibly it, but because of these, I'm going to say we're definitely going to win this one. Boys, I don't know much about Magic, but I do know a lot about big fat tits. And if I was going to bounce on a pair, it'd be this guy's mums. GG's XD's Alliance. GG's XD's. Also, I don't think I should play any tap lands in any 2-color deck for any reason. It doesn't make any sense. Agreed, boys. In a I'd rather this be a green land or a black land rather than a tap land that does both, because it should be fine. Even in 3 colors, I don't know if I want lands that are guaranteed to be tapped. This fucking bullshit card again. I swear these pussies just have pussies coming out of their dicks. But what are you gonna do, boys? It's Pussy Dick Central. It's Pussy Dick Central, boys, which is the central thesis of what I'm going to do for my dissertation. Dear Whizbangs, can I get AIDS? Can I get AIDS if I stick my dick in Gabby spots? And of course the answer is GG's XD's, boys. Of course the answer was always going to be GG's XD's. Boys, slap that shit on the tubes. Lance, there's nothing better than knowing exactly how a game's going to go based on their mono, tired, horseshit approach to a game. I mean, it's very, very rare I get a reading wrong. Like that lifelink guy. That lifelink guy, he got me, boys. There was a game of Magics, and I was got. I thought he was playing Reanimate, but he was Dump It lifelink. And he fooled me without question. But I ain't ever getting fooled by mono green elves, boys. Not in a million years. Never. I am extremely good at Magic the Gathering. They made the thumbnails small again. 420 booty wizard. Oh man, if ever we were playing a confirmed virgin. If ever we were playing a well, I mean, you're allowed to be a virgin if you're 12. But I'm going to guess this guy's 40. If ever there was a 40-year-old Bumble Choppler, boys, we found him. Booty wizard. Oh, yeah, I do weed as well. I'm a cool dude, Dad. Hey, you want to come to my house and do a little bit of the reefer? Yep. This guy is full millhouse. Mildew house, boys. Mildew millibobs. That's how you know he's good at Magics, boys. That's how you know, boys. He was always good at Magics. So how am I going to kill the tats? It's looking hard at the moment. I should have taken a better combination of shit. Considering I know what Tatty over can do. But, boys, I guess it's means. I guess it's means. Okay, boys, I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna die. I just can't get back. I can't cast any fucking spells. Everything's 5. Ugh, what a nightmare. And he just flung it on the field as well. Full balls out. Alright, boys. I'm just going to say GG's XDs. GG's XDs. 420 booty wizards. He was far too good at Magics for me. Boys, who knew not casting anything until turn 10 was going to blow up in my face? I went full Italy on my own penis. GG's. Quack AIDS. Quack AIDS. I mean, that's another good example of me knowing exactly what that deck is and not mulliganing into a card that can solve it. So I'm like, this is dump your mum's ass. So I need heavy removal or good blockage. I mean, these are decent blockage, but there's no green. I think that's a mulligan. Also, I don't think this card is good enough. Okay, boys, that's probably okay. So, when we come to a rebuild, what do you call it has to go? Scoot shit? I mean, that's good blocks, boys. That's good blocks, I suppose. When it comes to a rebuild, that card I just saw is one that needs to come out. Beast Whisperer. Beast Whisperer's just not it, boys. He's a memer. He's a memer, boys. Whenever you make a token, get AIDS. So if I draw an untapped land, I think I play Solemn. If I don't, I do something else. But I gotta find blow-ups again. It's just the same fucking game that we play genuinely non-stop forever. But we'll get there, boys. It'll be fun, I swear. And by I swear, I mean eat shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green or black? I say green. Good job I said green if I plan on casting this. Alright. If he doesn't kill this Solemn, I suppose I can kill a Caryatid. Alright, boys. Scoot Swarm land. Okay, boys. We might be able to crawl our dick right out of somebody's arse. Primarily because he's missed lands. Has he got the land this time, though? Was he slow-balling us? He was slow-balling us! Okay, Lance. We can certainly have a game of Magic. We can certainly begin a game of Magic the Gathering. So I want land. Okay, this is going to spiral now. It should get very spirally, boys. And that's what we want in a game of Magics. Extreme levels of spiralage. Alright, boys, I think this is the last game, unless anyone... I know I said something similar a minute ago. But unless there's anything in particular you want to see, and without trying to say, oh, do a draft, cheeks, then we'll play something. But otherwise, boys, it's Quack W's. Boys, I fucking know you love a good Quack W's. Okay. I'm not sure what the thing was to blow up there. I guess we'll try and rampage next turn. I'm trying to think if I lose to a Crater Hoof. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I do. So it could be battle for Crazy Boy Slants. Battle for Cradle Beans. That's actually pretty solid. He has played Dump Your Mum's Tits on the Field pretty strongly here, boys. But can he dump any more twats on the field? Can we get any more twat dumpage? Alright, so we're blocking everything. I don't care about trample. Oh, I mean, trample is quite important, but we're blocking everything. Just so everybody knows. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. Only one attack. Odd. Okay, that is literally a horseshit draw. And tap lands again. Yeah, I just don't need these tap lands. They do so little benefit. So little, boys. Alright, let's first see what we got. Nope. Okay, Lance. I do think we're going to get rampaged. Never mind 500 million Skook Swarms. I do think it's still possible that I die of AIDS. So 48, 15. But these all have trample, and these are all 1/1s. Oh, they got double strike as well. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. So I'm going to block everybody with everything. Except this. Okay, boys? All 48 boys are getting blocked. If that's all he does, okay, this guy's crazy. Yeah, his only chance was... his only chance was to go full attacks, but I guess he didn't have anything. Never mind. That's one of those limp ends. Because he would expect to win in a position like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lads, all 6 top power, double strike trample, and he died. Because I had one scooty boy that I only just put back in the deck. Imagine if this was Grizzleshits. I probably would have died, but then Grizzleshits could have drawn 7, and then I might have blown him up. So who knows? I mean, in Legs World, of course we draw 7 and we draw blow up all the peeps. Because how could you not, a boy? Anyway, that was it. But I'm getting horny for this deck. I'm getting horny for this deck. But next game we'll figure out what needs to go. Okay, boys, have a good day at work or whatever the fuck if you're lazing around your living room like a fat bitch. Until next time, GG's X-Wax, boys. And I appreciate everybody watching. And Des and Keep Forever, thanks for the beautiful combination of 10 beans that I will certainly spunk on some DoorDash right now on a $9.99 coffee. So you know your money is well spent. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. GG's XD slants. Oh, and don't forget, boys, you got to keep solidarity with the anti-white movement of Magic. The VML champs. Never mind the Pro Tour. Me not even hearing about it properly. Watch 24 of the best players of marginalized genders in the world. You chopped off their cocks and balls. Boys, unbelievable. As they, oh my god, you get a free Pro Tour invite. I never read that line. Boys, what a shambles. This is fine, right? I mean, if you want to run tournaments because you're scared of white men, that's weird. I feel like if that's a real thing, you've got to do something about your game if it's that toxic. But to put people on a Pro Tour, I mean, I know there are 400 slots now. It's not like the old Pro Tour where there were like 32 or 64 slots. There are 400. So it's even more amazing that Legs and Cocainees are 0 and 150 at qualifying for them. But never mind. But I don't think you should put exclusionary tournaments having direct lines into the Pro Tour. But then, again, boys, you could easily argue with me that they literally just sent Gabby Sparks to four Pro Tours just to scrub out each time because she's their mate. Because she's their mate, boys. Okay, boys, 80% off, Lance. That's a deal. Let's get 4. Someone else says, not race. I mean, I would have agreed with you previously, but it turns out everyone is allowed to play except white guys. So white women are allowed to play, black men are allowed to play, straight men, if they're black, they can play. Obviously, gay white men can probably play. I don't know. I mean, that's marginalized. It says gender, so I guess not. So I just guess white dudes. But I've seen on Twitter, everybody has asked, can I play? And the answer has always been yes, unless you're a white man. And I say this as someone who's not a white man, so I couldn't give a fucking shit who gets marginalized or not. But it's just weird. It's just weird to treat the majority of your players like you're causing problems. Reduke, please sit this one out. You're causing far too many... All of the bunglers feel threatened by your presence at this table. Please sit your penis somewhere else. You, fat, clearly woman with a fat dick, you come and sit down here But be a nasty bitch. But that's fine. Nasty bitches is a fine as long as they dress in a dress. What's going on here, boys? Speaking of nasty bitches in a dress. Is there a decree from wizards? Make everybody look as masculine as possible. Alright. I mean, that looks like a 12-year-old. But look what's going on here. Look at the difference. Boyish. Oh, she's just been in the gym, cheeks. That's why she's got no tits. Yeah, alright, let's have a little inspection. Look, that goose has seen it. And that one. All of them. That one he don't want to see. But all the rest of these lads, they see what's going on. That is a direct line. He just knows. Everybody knows gooses know. Or geese. They know, boys. That one, he knows. He knows. He wishes he could swim away, but he's outnumbered. And that, boys, is Magic the Gathering. Anyway, I hope you enjoy whatever you do, and whatever the fuck. GG's AIDS.